What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everyone who support the platform. Much love, much love. Salute to everybody in the building. If you are here, you can hear me clearly. Please drop y'all ones in the chat. Please drop y'all ones in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Please drop y'all ones in the chat. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. If y'all in the building, let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Let me know if y'all can hear me clearly. Okay, let me get a couple of more ones, y'all. Let me get some more ones. I see y'all coming in the building. I see y'all coming on through. Make sure you hit that one. Let me know if you can hear me. If you're in the building, let me know if you can hear me clearly. Let me know if you can hear me clearly. Okay. Shout out to everyone in the building. Shout out to everyone in the building. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And of course, we are back right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm y'all host, DS1 Ross, of course. And as y'all can see, StreamYard is acting up. So y'all give it a second. Y'all give it a second. StreamYard is acting up right now. Find time to act up, StreamYard. Find time to act up, StreamYard. It's playing with my camera, y'all. It's playing with my camera. Let's see. Okay. Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Shout out to everyone in the building. Shout out to everyone in the building. Glad you guys can see me. I'm glad you guys can see me now. Salute, salute, salute. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to everyone in the building, man. Shout out to everyone in the building. We got another great show lined up for you guys today. Man, when I saw this story, I said, man, we have to talk about this, man. We have to talk about this. This is nasty work, y'all. We have to talk about this, man. We have to talk about this, brothers. We have to, man. So shout out to everyone in the building. Shout out to everyone in the building. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Hit that share button. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Salute to everyone that's in the building, man. Let's see who's here. Let's see who's here. Let's shout everyone out. Let's shout everyone out. And then we're going to get to it. We are going to get to it. Shout out to all the visionaries in the building. Shout out to my lovely lady mods that's in the building, that's holding down the chat as always. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to y'all. Let's see who's here. Let's see who's here. Shout out to Mark in the building. Peace, my brother. Shout out to Mark McJoy. On the pull up. Salute. Hey, Miss L'Oreal. Shout out to Miss L'Oreal in the building. How you doing, Miss L'Oreal? I appreciate you always coming through and holding down the chizat. Shout out to you, Miss L'Oreal. Appreciate you. What up, Scorpio? How you doing? Shout out to Scorpio Mama. Shout out to my man Club. What up, Club? Salute. Double C in the building. What up, Double C? Salute, 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 fam. Let's see who else is in the building. Let's see who else is in the building. What's up, New York Nikki? How you doing? Shout out to New York Nikki. Hey, Miss Camille. Good to see you, love. Good to see you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Glad you're in the building. Great to see you. See who else is here. Shout out to Elisino in the building. Salute, champ. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to you, my brother. Shout out to everyone in the building, man. Shout out to everyone in the building. Man, make sure you do what's free, man. Before we get into today's show, I'm so ready to get into today's show, man. But before we get into it, got some great news for you guys. I will be officially starting class because I know I told y'all about a month ago now that I was going back to school, that I got accepted. So I just finished my orientation. You know, the first part of my orientation. So I officially start class the 28th of this month. So I will be keeping y'all updated on the schedule as far as me coming live. But from what it looks like so far, it looks like I'm still going to be coming live at the same time every day. It wouldn't change. But like I said, I will keep y'all updated. I appreciate that, Club. Thank you so much, Miss Camille. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yep. So I will be starting class on the 28th. That is my official start date. So, like I said, I will be keeping y'all updated if the schedule changes as far as me coming live every day, or if I will be able to come live every day or not. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned, man. I appreciate all the love and the support, though. I appreciate all the love and the support. I appreciate everyone and their encouragement. Um, Shout out to everyone that that has reached out to me for a consultation. And we just taking it to the next level, man. Like we said at the beginning of this year we're going up, man. So we're going up. We're continuing to go up the mountain, you know. And it's not about the sprint, man. We running a marathon. We running a marathon here. So we keeping it slow and steady, man. We keeping it slow and steady. What up, Cuzzo? Salute, salute. So y'all see today's show, man. Y'all see today's show. Make sure y'all support today's show. Y'all do what's free. Show y'all free support first, man. Show y'all free support. Hit the like button, hit that share button. Hit that like button, hit that share button. That's how you show your free support. Share it on your community tabs, Facebook, Instagram. Text it to someone. You know, share the show, man. Share the show. Share today's show, man. Y'all see today's show. Men need to focus on their relationships with their family. Men, we need to focus on our relationship with our family. We really need to focus on that. We really do. Y'all give me 1 second. Let me get some water. Okay, we back. We back. We back. Today's show. Men need to focus on their relationships with their family. I don't know if y'all heard, if y'all saw the news, but Lil Baby, the rapper Little Baby, his producer, yesterday got unalived by his own son. Yes, y'all heard it right. He got unalived by his own son. By his own son. And when I saw this story, shout out to Cut to the Chase because I saw it on his channel. Shout out to Cut to the Chase TV, right? I couldn't believe it, man. I was like, what? And I don't know if y'all noticed, but a lot of these stories are popping up more and more where children are unaliving their parents. It's happening with the men and the women, the young girls and the young men and the young women. A lot of them are, you know, unaliving they parents, man. And this is a serious topic because as men, a lot of times online, all we hear is the negative about men and their relationships with their family. It's always something negative. Shout out to my brother Zuma Duma. Yes, sir. We going there today, man. We have to talk about this. This is by far out of hand, man. It's out of hand. A lot of times what we hear online every day from men is how they got to pay child support, how the marriage didn't work, how their children don't like them, how the children got taken from them. It's always something negative. It's like, when do we hear the good stuff? And the reason why I'm bringing that up, because what we hear going on here, it's a reflection of what we see happening in real time. You see? This is why we have to talk about this, man. Men, we spend too much time focused on all the wrong shit. We spend having conversations about things that are fruitless. We get up here, we flex, we perpetrate, we do all of this, but we're not talking about what's going on in real time with us. A lot of us are being taken out by our own children while we online talking about women all day. While we online trying to flex on other dudes all day. While we online talking about, oh, this is me, this is what I do. But in real time, brothers don't even have the love of their own children. Brothers spend all their life. Brothers go hard to impress everyone, but the people who mean the most to them. We spend all this time talking about shit that's really not paying off for us. This is why we have to talk about this today, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button too. What up, Ray? Shout out to Ray Stansberry. Men need to focus on their relationships with their family. It's too much talk online from men about how much they don't like their family, how much they don't want to be a part of no family, how much they don't want to build a family. And then we surprised when we see stories like this, where a young man decides to kill his own dad. See, fellas, it's time for us to redirect our focus to back what's important, to back on. We need to back off and get back on what's important. Back off the BS, man. If we're going to talk about relationships, let's talk about the relationship between us and our family, between us and our children. All we want to do is talk about romantic relationships. What qualifies you to be a man and to be a husband? And man, listen. That shit is irrelevant. That shit is irrelevant. It's irrelevant. Zuma says they get on the internet talking about how they tricking off on the young hoes and leave their trail of destruction for us to deal with no tools to even navigate us. Facts. Facts. And then want to pop back up in you young dudes' lives and try to tell y'all what to do after leaving y'all to yourselves. See, brothers, we got to take accountability of our own neglect, of the things that we've neglected in our own lives. And one of the things that we've neglected as men is family. Let me say that again. A lot of us men have neglected prioritizing family. See, we go out and we try to impress everyone else. We make everybody and everything else more important. Oh, I'm doing this for this. I'm doing this for that. We neglect family. And see, we're in a time today where family is the most important thing. And to you men who don't believe that, listen to me and listen to me well. You're in trouble, brother. If you believe that family is not the most important thing right now, you're in trouble. You're in trouble. We at a time now in society where we all need our family. We need each other. We need each other. This is why, brothers, we need to start focusing in on family again. Fix the relationship with your family. Rebuild and rekindle those relationships with family. I'm not telling you to just go be friends with everybody. No. But the ones that can, do so. Because we get on the internet and we talk about all the other type of relationships. All the other type of relationships. What about who we are to our children? You want to be a high value man. But one of the most important values is family. If you're a high value man, then you prioritize family over everything, everything else that's outside of that. You see? It's no need to be running the street because you with family. See, listen, a lot of us men, man, and we saw this yesterday with Shaq. When we saw that video with Shaq knew that he destroyed his family. Shaq said he missed coming home hearing 5, 6 different voices. You see? Shaq didn't prioritize and focus on family. He didn't understand that he was supposed to put all of that celebrity and all of that fame, energy, and all of that come with him being Shaquille O'Neal, him being the Diesel, right? Him being that guy. He was supposed to redirect all that energy and put it into his family and put it into his household, and not just in the form of money, but time. His focus was to only be on his wife and his children. This is all what Shaq was supposed to be focused on. But he wasn't. He was focused on the relationship he had with the world. He was focused on his relationship that he had with being an athlete. You see? He was focused on that. He said it. I was selfish. I was greedy. Self-indulgent. He thought it was all about him. And he got his priorities messed up. And he stopped focusing on his relationship with his wife, his relationship with his children, not just taking care of them in the form of maintenance, like paying the bills, making sure they got clothes, making sure they, that's maintenance. Shaq wasn't there. He messed that up. You see, he took that for granted. And a lot of us men do this, especially us men who go out in the world and who become athletes and entertainers. And, we become so-called larger than life. We become so big that we become bigger than our family. We become bigger than our family. You see? We become bigger than our family. When in the beginning, we was doing this for our family. And then it becomes about you. You see? See, these are the conversations that us brothers need to sit down and we need to be having. Because it's no reason why this dude just lost his life to his own son. This dude just lost his life to his own son. Now, let me ask you brothers in the chat. Why do you think your son would want to kill you? What's up, Taylor? How you doing? What's going on with you? Shout out to Alonzo Hall in the building. Salute. What will make your son want to kill you, brothers? What do you think would drive a child to kill their parent? Because, like I said, this is going on. This is going on. Elisino says, should have thought about that before he kept. Right. Zuma says most business deals actually go better when people see you're either married or married with children. Bachelors are usually a liability when it comes to serious business. Absolutely. I've heard the same thing. Absolutely. I've heard the same thing. Club says resentment. Resentment. Champ says drugs. Yep, that's another thing. Zuma says neglect, anger, and rage. Yep. Shout out to my guy GQ in the building. Salute, GQ. Shout out to you, my brother. I appreciate that super sticker. Hey, Mrs. KP. Mrs. KP says abuse. Double C in the building. Salute, Double C. He says, I'm not a parent, but I'm an adult son who has been disrespected in an abusive relationship with a dad as a kid and emasculated as an adult. Wow. Shout out to my brother Dale Diddy. He says the treatment of their mother. That's another good one. Double C says, father told me he didn't see me as a human being. Wow. See, this stuff is serious. This stuff is serious. And it needs to be spoken about. This stuff is serious, man. Whether we want to believe it or not, this stuff is serious. This stuff is serious. We sit online all goddamn day and want to talk about who having sex with who. Who got more money than who? Who look better than who? Who's driving this? Who's driving that? Who's wearing this? Who's wearing that? And then we watch our children do the same shit. We watch our children get on the internet and argue about the same stuff. And then as adults, we tell the children they arguing over silly shit, but you as a grown-up get on YouTube and argue over the same shit. These young boys is arguing on Instagram, threatening to pull up on each other, and you got 50-year-old men on YouTube doing the same thing. See, the behavior of these young men is the proof of the absentee father. And all they daddy's not dead. All they daddy's not in prison. Some of they daddies are pieces of shit. I grew up with dudes who daddies walk right past them every day. See, I come from that era too. I grew up with young boys like that too, where their fathers walk past them. Y'all think all these young boy fathers is in prison? No. Some of their fathers don't want them. Some of their fathers didn't want them. Then they fathers come home, get their life together a little something, then want to find their children and play dad and try to act like they could run their life. Yeah. Why we not talking about this? Why we not talking about little baby's producer getting killed by his own son? This is a manosphere topic, but the manosphere, quote unquote, is too busy talking about who having sex with somebody. What makes somebody a good mate? What will make you attractive to me? We're not having men conversations. All this dating talk is for women. Let me say that again. All this dating talk, relationship talk, that shit is for women. That's not man content. That's not content for men. That's not content that's going to help men. It's going to keep men simping. It's going to keep men tricking like it always has. We need to be talking about why our goddamn sons out here grow up and why they want to kill us. Oh, you gonna blame his mother for that, right? You just gonna use your trump card and say, oh, my son hate me because his mother. That's what you gonna say, right? That's what all you niggas gonna say. This is how you escape. This is how you escape the real conversation. Oh, my son don't like me because his mother. No, your son don't like you because you. Your son don't like you because you a liar. Your son don't like you because you a holiday father. You old Easter daddy ass nigga. Easter daddy, haircut daddy. That's why he don't like you. It ain't because his mother. It's because all the broken shit you told him. It's all the lies you told him. Because see, whether you niggas believe it or not, these young boys know they mamas are liars. You think we didn't grow up and we heard our mother say certain shit about our fathers? You think we didn't know she was lying? You think we didn't know she was saying that shit out of anger? Huh? I knew. Your mama gonna say shit because she ain't with your daddy no more. She gonna say shit. And yeah, I got mad at my mother. But I'm a grown-ass man now. I know where that shit came from. It wasn't no truth to that. You think these young boys just grow up and don't like you because they believe everything their mother say? That's a goddamn lie. These young men know they mamas be lying. They know. They live with their mother. They know. They know how manipulative their mothers are. You think they don't know? You think these young boys don't know? They know. Their mamas manipulate them to do shit. These young boys know. Man, let me go ahead and clean up. Let me go clean up real quick so we can eat pizza tonight. Let me go do what mommy don't want to do, and then she's going to reward us. You think these young boys don't know that shit? But then you niggas come on, oh, it's because of his mother. It's his mother just put everything in his mind about me. Oh, you never thought what you put in his mind. Oh, so you ain't put nothing in his head. If his mother put everything in his goddamn head, then whose fault is that? If your son didn't learn nothing from you, whose fault is that? That's his mother's fault. So it's his mother's fault that he has no recollection. He has no recollection of his own father, no recollection of his own dad. He can't remember you. He don't remember nothing you taught him. He don't remember nothing you said to him. He don't got no life quotes in his mind that you instilled in him. Everything just came from his mama. You niggas kill me, man. Because reality shows that y'all be getting on here lying. Y'all be getting on here telling half truths. Y'all manipulating young men who listen to that shit. When young men out here is hurt. When young men out here want to be loved by other men. They want the love of older guys. They want to know that I got some support. You see? And all you niggas do is feed them red pills. Talk about celebrities all day and talk about 304s and OnlyFans and all this dumb shit. And when you ain't talking about that, you're talking about how you're beefing with each other and going at one another and throwing shots at each other. And these young men are suffering. These young men are suffering. This young man decided to kill his own dad. Y'all don't find that to be a problem? Killed his dad. And watch when y'all find out why he did it. Watch. Watch when I get to the video. Y'all are really gonna be blown away when y'all find out why he did it. When y'all find out why he did it. Hey, Cynical, how you doing? When y'all find out why he did it. This is crazy. This is a direct example of men not focused on their relationships with their family. Everything becomes more important than the family. You put the family on the back burner. Oh, he could wait. Oh, she could wait. While you tend to doing something destructive. While you tend to doing something that ain't even helping you. We see it happen all the time. We hear it happen with these celebrities. Soon as that check clear, the number one problem they consider in their life is their family. Y'all don't see what happens with these celebrities? Y'all don't hear them? Oh, you got to cut your family off. That's what you hear everybody say. You got to cut your family off. You can't fuck with your family. And then when they need somebody to come to their court date, they call in their family. These same people, oh, you got to get rid of some family members. You got to cut family. You got to cut off family. You got to cut off family. They don't even tell you cut off them toxic ass friends. Oh, you got to leave your family. And then when all your money gone, you wondering where your family at. This is what kills me with y'all. See, men, we fell for the okie doke. We go out in the world and get all these accomplishments to turn around, and those accomplishments destroy us. You know why? Because they never benefit our family. It never takes precedent in the family. Because we take the resources and all the things that come from it and we remove it from our family. We reroute it away from our family. We try to give our family as least as possible. And then you turn around and need your family the most. You see that? We're going to talk today. Hit the like button. We're going to talk. We're going to talk today. No more vertical streaming. No more vertical streaming. We're going to talk. This is what men do. This is what we saw with Shaq and a lot of guys. Our family don't be as important. See, when you're broke, see, notice this. Notice this. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. Notice this with a lot of guys. When they ain't got that bag, everything is about the children, the family, the community. Notice that. Everything be about their family. I'm trying to get this bag so I could take care of my family, so I can make sure my family don't want for nothing, so I can make sure my family is okay. Soon as that Negro gets some money, he changes phone number. The first people who can't contact him is his family. The first people he ghosts is his family. True or false? We see it happen on YouTube. Your supporters are your family. Then when you don't need the monetary support like you needed before, now they're your fans. How many of y'all ever been to a platform like that? When you done went from family to a fan. You know, when the content creator done got their bag up, they done got their views and subscribers up, you done went from family to a fan. Right? You done went from a supporter to a slave. See, we got to pay attention to this. Because, see, I asked the question, what will make a child want to hurt their parent? But see, we need to speak on how the resentment is built up, how the anger is created, how the rage is built up and created. What took place for that anger to reside? What happened? What made you start to resent him? The lies, right? But see, he only started lying because he was living a double life. Like we heard Shaq just admit. Shaq was living a double life. See, when you live in a double life, right, you're going to lie to your children. You're going to lie to them. That's what leads to resentment. Those lies turn into anger. That anger turns into rage, and then it turns into resentment, where they resent you. And see, fellas, we don't understand how what we do outside the house reflects on how people feel about us in the house. Let me say that again so y'all can hear me. Fellas, we don't understand that what we do on the outside of the house affects how we're viewed on the inside. You see? So it's not just about daddy going to work and getting the bacon. No, it's daddy going out and getting the bacon in good standing. Is he still that honorable guy that I look up to? Is this still my dad I want to be like? Or is he just some nigga who helped me come in this world and now I'm stuck in his house and got to put up with his shit? Yeah, we're going to talk today. We're going to talk today. Who are you? Huh? Are you a leader or are you a tyrant? When you come in the house, do your children even greet you? Some of you niggas walk, oh, hey, dad. See that? Because we focused on everybody else but our family. But our family. Some of you niggas got better relationships with hoes in the street than you got with your own sisters. Yup, we going there. Hit the like button, man. Hit the like button. Hit that like button. We're going to talk. We're going to talk. Some of you niggas got better relationships with hoes than with your own sisters. Some of you niggas done made up with hoes in your life, but you still at odds with your sister. You still ain't forgave your sister, but you done forgave that hoe. You done forgave that nasty, trifling hoe, but you ain't forgave your sister, nigga. You niggas, fellas, we got a lot of work to do. Internal work, character, internal work. You ain't forgave your sister, but you forgave that hoe who stole that money out your pocket when you was asleep. You done forgave her, but you ain't forgave your sister because she still owe you $100 that she borrowed from you and she ain't never paid you back. But you still run around with this hoe who done stole from you. What's wrong with us? What's wrong with us? Huh? Huh? Men need to focus on their relationships with their family. This is the work we're afraid to do. We go out and do all the other work. That internal work. I'm noticing a lot of y'all are running around with this healing thing now. A lot of y'all are talking about healing. I'm noticing that. And salute to y'all. Because I'm glad y'all understanding that men do need healing now. I'm glad that it's no longer taboo around here to talk about healing for men. I'm glad that it's no longer considered purple pill for men to talk about healing for men. So salute to y'all who is talking about it. But we can't be talking about healing and not having a conversation. We can't talk about healing from hoes. Because you ain't got to heal from no hoe. If you think a hoe was your problem, you in a sea of trouble. If you think you got to heal from some hoes, you got to heal from something else. It ain't you healing from the hoes, homie. It's something else, because it's something that's driving you to them hoes. You see? You see? And this is why we need to talk about this. We need to focus on that relationship, our relationships with our family, our relationship with our mothers, our fathers, our aunts, uncles, brothers, sisters, our children. That's who we need to be going hard for. See, a lot of us men, we got this perception on going hard as just working to pay for stuff. No, going hard is shaping your reality around this stuff. You see that? Yes. You're in the world, not of it. So you don't shape and mold your reality as a man around society. This is what men are doing. This is why we neglect our family. We forget who we doing this shit for. This is how we get sidetracked. This is how we start living double lives and all of that stuff. Because we lose focus on who and what we doing this for. You see? Who and what we doing this for. We doing this for our family. You see that? To be in right standing with God. God instructed us as men that we do everything for our family, not society. So we don't need to be having conversations about that. Because men understanding society is not the problem. The problem is us understanding us and what we supposed to be doing as men. Where our focus needs to be. Our focus is that house. That ain't the you. Let me get a sip of water. The house is not your woman's only focus, fool. You are you are not a provider in just the form of paying the bills. You also provide the masculine energy that permeate through the house. Do you understand that? You're also responsible for that. You are the lion that roar in that house. Your presence is supposed to be felt in every part of that goddamn house. The masculine presence is supposed to be you. But how is your presence going to be felt and you're never home? Because daddy gotta have a life too. Right? And then we turn around 20 years down the line and talk about why these children the way that they are. Why are children so depressed? why do these young men feel the way that they feel? Why do these young women feel the way that they feel about themselves? Because they haven't been poured into by their parents. That's why. Because mommy or daddy lost their focus. Today's show, we talking about daddy and how men lose their focus on their family and the relationship development in the family. See, we don't see the men. Let me tell you something. The men in families, we don't fight to keep family together. Yeah. 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 We don't fight to keep the family together. You know who do? The women. Now we get up here and talk all this shit about women and what women don't do and what women need to do. But who put together your family reunions? Who make all the goddamn phone calls to the 4th, 5th, and 6th cousin and tell them to come to the family reunion? Huh? Huh? Who kept the family together? Big mama. Not granddaddy. The men ain't never kept the family together. Because a lot of us stray the fuck away from the family. That's the truth. But then we come on the internet and act like we was always there. We just wanted to be concerned. You niggas be up here lying. When your grandmama kept your family together, your grandmama's the reason why you grew up with your cousins. Because your aunt and your mama was beefing for years. But they better not bring that shit in grandma's house. That's why you grew up with your cousin. Because of your grandmama. Granddaddy was somewhere at the bar, somewhere gambling or something. But then we get up here every day and find a way to talk about these women. You wouldn't even know half your family if it wasn't for your mama, nigga. How many of us, let's keep it real, fellas, how many of us really know our father's side of the family? Who you got a better relationship with? Your father's side of the family or your mother's side? Let's talk about this. Men need to focus on their relationships with their family. My grandfather did. After he passed, the family broke apart. Salute to grandpa. Salute to grandpa. Close to both sides. What up, Bob? Shout out to Bob in the building. What's good, my brother? All Things says we are having a family reunion on July 20th. All women putting it together. Last year, 250 people showed up. Yep. 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 Yeah. Because let's keep it real. Men don't be caring about that shit. Club says, closer to my mom's side. Zuma says, never had a relationship with either side of the family. Damn. Damn, bro. What up, Cleveland? Shout out to my man Cleveland. Cleveland says, I was closer to my father's side, DS1. Shout out to Dog Soldier. Salute, Dog Soldier. Shout out to Team Guardian in the building. Danny says, DS1. I got a better relationship with my father's side than my mother's side, and my parents has been divorced for over 20 years. Okay. Elisino says, but you right. Most don't. Too busy chasing tail. Yep. My mom didn't try to keep ish together. All my pops. So that's not entirely true, DS1. Respectfully, bro. That is true. For some of us, it isn't. For some of us, it isn't. But only because my dad protected me from the shady side of his family. That's what my dad did, Club. Dale says, I know my mom's side of the family more. I'm trying to carry the name and the legacy of the people I don't even know. OG says, my mom's and pops was the only child. So I got a couple of second and third cousins. Shout out to King Ra. What up, King Ra? Peace, DS1. I only know 2 people on my father's side. 2 people. Cynical says, my parents split up when I was a toddler. I didn't build a relationship or meet most of my cousins on my father's side after I was 20. I only know 3 cousins on my mom's side. I didn't meet some of them till last week. Wow. Zuma says, everyone was either dying or dead because they were older. Family dynamics was clapped on either side. Damn. Damn. That's crazy, bro. OG says women should out that stuff together. Men just gotta start some riffraff. Double C says, I knew both sides. However, both parents thought that their sides were better than the other. It was a bad competition. Know about that too. It's not always peace on mom's side. I got homies the same way. Only good with pop's side. It could go either way. That's a fact. That's a fact. L'Oreal says, oh my God, family. This is some sad info I'm hearing. Hey, this is it's a harsh reality, L'Oreal. It's a harsh reality. Now, to y'all that has experienced this, right? Have you been more family reunions on your mother's side or your father's side? Elisino says, father's side, non-existent. Mom never spoke of him. See? That's deep, man. I didn't meet my maternal grandfather till I was 29. I saw the man last week and he forgot me. Because see, usually it's the women who hold the records to things. I'm just saying usually what occurs. You see? Because see, I grew up like Club. My dad, he protected me from a lot of the BS that came from his side of the family. So that's why I only really knew from my dad's side, his immediate side of the family. I didn't know his extended family. Because all of my dad extended family is in the South, all down in Georgia, all in the rural parts of Georgia. I never been there. I never met them. Never been there, never met them. Zuma says, one reunion and my family hosted it. It was the last one. How old were you, bro? If you don't mind me asking. My maternal grandfather got 45 kids, though, so I wasn't surprised. Wow. Damn, 45? More on Pop's side of the family reunions in South Carolina. Hey, Brownie, how you doing? Shout out to Brownie. All Things says, we have family reunions on both sides every year, even if we call it Family Fun Day. That's good, bro. Man, that's a good thing, All Things. That's a good thing. That's a good thing. Bro said he was 12. Wow. I was a minute ago, bro. I was a minute ago. You could have had a child by then. That's a minute ago. King Ross says, mother's side, I only went to one. On her father's side, but I was really young, so I could hardly remember. What's up, Oz? Oz says, maybe the people here can be in charge of their family reunions. Good point. And see, I'm bringing this stuff up because I want men to understand that we need to participate more in our family and family activities outside of paying for some shit or fixing something. This is why when a man is not needed for those things, he doesn't feel valued. We have to start putting ourselves in other positions. We're not just we're not just there to pay bills and to make sure the toilet is fixed and all of that stuff. Like all things said, Family Fun Day. Why we can't start stepping up as men in the family and taking care of that? Let's have a men's day in the family where all the men come together. All the men come together and just have a men's day. And the women just sit back and all the girls and the mothers just sit back and watch us have fun and act crazy. And we do all types of activities, play basketball, all types of stuff. And the men be in charge of this. So we can feel good about ourselves and our families. So we can stop just feeling like utilities. So we can have a real presence in our family. So we can have a reason for people to respect us. This is what I'm talking about, men. Because I'm getting ready to get to this story where Little Baby's producer got killed by his own son. But we need to talk about how this stuff even happens. How these family issues aren't being addressed by men. Money can't fix these issues, fellas. Money can't fix that issue. Your presence is going to be more valuable. What you say, your words, your guidance is going to matter. It's what's needed more. This is what I want us to understand, fellas. If you want to be seen outside of just being your wallet, you got to stop acting like one. You have to stop acting like one. You have to stop positioning yourself as one. Double C says this is truly the last days. Dog Soldier says the last time I saw my dad, I was 9. Wow. Damn. See what I'm talking about, man? And as men, we got to understand that that stuff plays a part in how we father and how hard we go. Some of us internalize it and it make us go hard, like my dad. See, my dad, my grandfather, right? My father's father, he didn't leave the house. He never left my grandmother. He stayed with my grandmother to the day he died. And my dad still felt abandoned by my grandfather. Now imagine that. Imagine feeling abandoned by your father and you in the house with him every day. You in the house with him every day and you feel neglected. He ain't giving you no time. He don't talk to you, nothing. Everything he do is hostile towards you. So what my dad did was, my dad said to himself, because he told me this, that he was never going to be the type of man that my grandfather was. Meaning in the form of parenting. He wanted to make sure he was a much better dad. So my dad spent more time with me. Me and my dad played together. I knew my dad loved me. This is why I would never hurt my father. I would have never raised my hand and hit my father. Because I knew how much he loved me. So something had to go wrong for this man's son to go get a gun and to kill his father. There's something he didn't do. There's some guys who will fight their dad, get into a fight with their dad. But the last thing they would think about, they wouldn't even let nobody else hurt their dad. They could argue with their dad, go to blows with their dad. But if you touch their father, and I'm talking about guys that didn't grow up with the best relationships of their dad, but for you to actually go and to kill your father, something went wrong way before that situation. There's some resentment there, like Club said. There's some drug usage. I believe drugs definitely catered to that, champ. Like you said earlier, drugs. Because a lot of these young men are on drugs. A lot of these young men. What's up, Eva? How you doing? OG says, right. I think I may be about the same age as your pops. Yeah, absolutely, OG. Absolutely. My grandfather was a hard-stricken man. He ruled with an iron fist. That's how he dealt with my dad. My dad dealt with me the opposite. The opposite. Now, was my dad soft? No. No, not at all. But my dad had compassion. And my dad wasn't I'ma spank you first type of dad. Mm-mm. I only got spankings when I was blatantly defiant. Blatantly defiant. And something had to, something extreme had to happen for me to get a whooping. I wasn't getting whooped. My dad didn't whoop me like that. My dad talked to me. He talked to me. My dad made me didn't want to disappoint him. It wasn't about making him mad. It's about disappointment. You know better, son. Why would you do that? Son, you wasn't using your head. You disappointing me. You embarrassing yourself, boy. So he didn't have to go there with me. But imagine if he never was there to talk to me like that. See? See, when you're not there in that manner, fellas, what happens is your son has trouble with his identity as he get older. He start questioning his own thinking and his own feelings, and he doesn't have anybody to relate to. This is what creates the anger and the rage. Because then if another guy who may see that he needs some talking to may come and try to talk to him, he gonna lash out on him. Because the first thing he gonna think is, you think you my dad? I don't even got a father, and you think you my father? See, fellas, we gotta understand how this stuff is hurting us. Us not focusing on developing that relationship with our family and being there. Your life is your family, nigga. I don't want to hear you sounding like Stella that got her groove back. What? Why I can't have a life? You a man, nigga. Your life is your family. You ain't got there's nothing out in the world. What's out there for you but a bullet? What's out there for you, brother? Let's keep it real. Some fentanyl, some 304s that's ready to pass you something you can't give back, a hollow point from an ARP. Huh? Let's be real, fellas. What is out there? If we're not going out there and coming back home, what's out there? Fellas, it's 2024. The jig is up. The streets is whack. What, you gonna go to a club and everybody's sitting around, spinning on a wheel, taking pictures? Y'all don't be seeing that at the parties? You know, the wheel with the camera. And what's out there? Everybody in the club taking pictures. What's out there? This is all you gonna see, fellas. What's out here for us? What is there to focus on at this point in life besides family? Ain't nothing outside in the streets no more. Nothing is outside in the street. The streets is not fun. Outside is not fun. Champ, outside ain't fun no more. The 360 cameras, bro, you know what I'm talking about. Bro, outside is not fun anymore. Outside is not fun anymore. It been whack. It been whack outside. Me and my friends was going to adult clubs when we was young. We had fake IDs, and if we didn't have a fake ID, we was paying the bouncers. We was at Club Speed in Manhattan and all of that, club envy, cheaters, and all of that at 16. Me and my friends. Yes. We was partying the way they tell men to party in their 20s. We was partying in our teenage years. 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. From like 16 to 21 was our partying era. We was in real clubs with grown women. This stuff don't impress me. We stopped clubbing in our 20s when we supposed to be in clubs. We stopped clubbing in our 20s. As a group, me and my friends. Now, you know, they probably still club now, but that shit don't impress me. What you gonna do? Get a drink, turn your phone, go on live with your drink. This all you doing now. This all you doing now, y'all. On live. What up, live? It's lit. It's lit. You hear what they playing? It's lit. So you got your wife at home worried about you so you could do this? Yeah. 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 When daddy coming home? You out doing that dumb shit. Talking about daddy gotta have a life too. Sounding like Tyrese mother off Baby Boy. Daddy gotta have a life too. What are we doing? And then we surprised when we hear stories like this. Shout out to everyone in the building. Let's get to the video. Then we get surprised when we hear shit like this. Watch this. Look at this. This is crazy. This is crazy. Look at this, y'all. Fair use. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use. Make sure y'all like and share the show, y'all. Like and share the show. The links is going across the screen. Show some support, man. The PayPal and the Venmo is going across the screen. Look at this, y'all.
Music producer dies in a shooting. Police say his son was the shooter. Our Fox 5's Denise Dillon has more details on this story. And Denise, you found out more about the producer known as D-Bills.
Yeah, I talked to a couple of people who knew him really well, and they say this is really a double tragedy. They lost their friend, and their friend's son, who they all knew, is now in jail, charged with the shooting.
He was a two-time now platinum producer. Billy has worked with a lot of Atlanta artists, Lil Baby, Life and Lucci, a lot of people. He's made his mark in the city.
Cal Austin worked alongside D-Bills, whose real name is Clinton Dorsey, in the music industry. Austin says in addition to his contributions to the music scene, his friend also had a thriving dog breeding business.
Dorsey Kennels, so he bred French bulldogs, Frenchies. So that was something that was very lucrative for him. He had a big love.
So, as we hearing so far, he also had a dog breeding business. Keep that in mind. He had a dog breeding business. Y'all know all them French bulldogs everybody have in the industry. He was one of the top breeders that used to sell dogs to the rappers. You ever heard of 4PF Kennels? Yeah. That was ran by D Bills because D Bills was 4PF. He was one of the producers. Him and this guy right here, Kyle Austin. So they also bred dogs. He was a dog breeder as well. He made a lot of money selling them French bulldogs. Zuma says ATL is taking L's back to back. Facts. Absolutely. Cynical says, and now he's faced with a lengthy jail sentence. Yep. Family wave funner. My crib stayed jumping. 4 boys. We was lit. Zuma says, don't tell me little bro murked him over some mutts. Let's listen. Fair use, YouTube. Fair use.
And passion for it, as just as much as the music.
Dorsey owned that business with his son, 23-year-old Ed Dorsey. Austin says the father and son had been visiting him at his apartment Thursday. Austin says he had stepped out for a moment, and that's when the Dorseys got into an argument. Brookhaven police say Ed Dorsey had a gun.
The argument turned to being physical, and the physical confrontation turned to Mr. Dorsey retrieving a firearm and shooting Clinton Dorsey.
Ed Dorsey is now in the DeKalb County Jail charged with voluntary manslaughter. Austin says this hurts in more ways than one because he's close to both the father and the son.
It was a situation that went too far, but again, that was something that was probably deeply rooted from their relationship as father and son. Honestly, rest in peace, my good brother. I love you.
Others in the music industry say D Bills will be remembered for his warmth, creativity, and dedication to his craft.
See? Now, what did Kyle say before they took the camera off of him? That this thing that happened is something that was deeply rooted in their relationship. Come on, StreamYard. Stop glitching. Kyle specifically said it was something he believed was deeply rooted in their relationship. They owned the dog business together. He believes that it was something deeply rooted in their relationship. You see why we had to talk about this on today's show, y'all? Shout out to Boogeyman. L'Oreal says, heat of passion, anger got the best of him. It was deeper than that. Kyle said it. Kyle knows both of them. He said it. Deeply rooted. There was a level of what there? Resentment. You just getting upset and you getting heated doesn't warrant you to go get a gun and shoot your father. This is deeply rooted. This is why men need to focus on their relationships with their family, man. Because think about this, y'all. Now, this is just allegedly. But let's say, right? Let's say D Bills decided to put his son down with the business to try to rekindle their relationship. Let's make that a scenario. Maybe he was using this business as a way to get back cool with his son. Because remember, he's a platinum producer. He has 2 platinum hits. You know how long you got to stay in the studio to make platinum hits? Do you know how long you got to stay away from home and stay in the studio to make a platinum hit? He made 2. He made 2. That took a lot of time away from his family and the relationship he had with his family, especially with Ed. You see? OG says they probably had beef about his mama, my man's wife. Probably. Zuma says probably got undercut by his dad and it was the last straw. That could have been it too. Yup. He could have been shitting him on the money the whole time for the dogs and yep. That could have been it too. That could have been it too. Cynical says ruined his future because he hates his father so much that he ended up erasing him. Yep. Erasing his dad and end up erasing himself. Kind of like how Tariq did. I saw somebody put that in the chat earlier. The Tariq St. Patrick syndrome. And all you did was kill yourself. We see that in Power with Tariq. He thought that he was by killing his dad, he was killing off something, but all it did was wake up his father within him. By him even making that decision to take out his own dad, he realized that he was just like his father. You see why we got to focus on that? You see why, fellas? We got to redirect our focus. We saw that in Power. Tariq was a good kid until Ghost stopped being around. Until Ghost stopped coming home. Until Ghost stopped prioritizing his family. The money meant nothing. Listen to me, fellas. The money don't mean shit. The money means something to you. It don't mean nothing to them kids. They don't respect you. Why would they respect your money, nigga? They don't respect you. Why would they respect your money? They don't care I worked all of these years for you. You didn't work all them years for them. You was never home. How you did it for them and you never enjoyed the money with them? Think about this, fellas. You did it for them, but you wasn't there for them. You wasn't there with them. So you ain't do nothing for them. You just paid for it. That's all you did. You just paid for it. So who raised your child? You or the money? You see? He thought by coming back and putting his son down in the dog business with him, and he gonna let his son get some money, that was supposed to make up for all the other time he wasn't around. Oh, son, you should understand, I was just getting money. That's all you was doing, nigga? That's all you was doing. Yeah, okay. There are so many industry people who spent most of their lives on their craft and will never experience that type of success. Absolutely. Absolutely. OG says at some point, you can't even son your son. You can't even son your son. You raised a goddamn man. Facts. Or he had to raise his goddamn self. That's a fact. Dale Diddy says, when no father/son relationship is built early in life, all that is left is respect between two men when the son grows up. And we know what unhealed black men would do if they feel disrespected. Facts. 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 This is why men need to refocus on the relationship that they have with their families, man. Stop being so quick to throw your family away. Because we in a time where we need family, y'all. Family is going to be the number one resource in these coming days. Family will be the number one resource. The number one tangible resource will be family. I'm telling y'all this now. Stop talking about generational wealth if you're not focused on a family. Stop talking about legacy. Because a man with no family with a legacy is short-lived. We won't talk about him for long. Because there's nobody for him to pass that message on to. Understand who God made us to be as men. Why you were made a man. Why? What comes with that? What is that all about? Okay? And what comes with it? What level of sacrifice comes with it? If you want to be honored and be a man of valor, that means you got to shut the world out. It's no longer about you going out looking cute, going out for the night. That shit over with, homie. That shit over. When I was a child, I did childish things. Clubs are for children. Listen to the word. A club. Clubs are for children. Okay? If it ain't a goddamn gym membership club, I'm not a part of no club. Clubs are for kids. I don't need to be a part of no social club. Because all you're going to do is bring your worldly stuff into my life, and now I got to deal with all of this stuff in my head. All that clubbing. Clubs are for kids. The boys and the girls club. Clubs are for kids, man. It's time to grow up. Put that childish shit away, fellas. Our focus should be on our family and constantly having that rapport, that good rapport, and being in good standing with our family, showing our family how much we love them, pouring into our families more, being there, being active, doing shit, being around, going out, doing activities, being active men with the family. Because in the coming day, that's going to be the true currency. You're going to have so many people out here who neglected family that in these coming days, they're going to be begging to join one. So to all you men, all your men who don't want to get a wife, who don't want to get you a girl and marry her and have a family, in these coming days, homie, it's going to get harder because you ain't going to have nowhere to go. It ain't going to be nobody out here that give a fuck about you. And that's where they want you, so you can easily be picked off. You see? You see? Family is going to be the currency. Family. Why you think you're hearing all these women talk about, hey, well, you know, it's not a lot of good men out here, so us women should, think about being sister wives. Why you think you're hearing a lot of that? These are women who don't have men, who don't have families. They want to be a part of family because they need protection. They need shelter. They need sustenance and nourishment. That's what family gives. I'm telling y'all don't see all these homeless people? Y'all don't see all these homeless people? Y'all think this is a game? Y'all not seeing 17, 18, 20-year-old men out here homeless? He 23, look like he 40, homeless, sleep at the bus stop. It's already like that. That's a fact. Family. It's going to get worse, Zuma. It's going to get worse, bro. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. Elisino says maybe he didn't respect his son. Money can't buy it either. Exactly. Exactly, champ. He didn't develop that relationship with his son. He didn't feel like that was important. A lot of men think they can buy respect and notoriety. She says, oh yeah, we ladies feeling it now. All that independent talk. Economy going to shit. This is a 2+ household economy. Thank you. Thank you. That's how it's designed now. So if you're not family, you're going to drown. You're going to drown. You're going to drown. Or all you're going to be doing is treading water. You're going to be treading water. You're going to be treading water. Double C says, I see people drop their kids at the shelter or respite daily because they can't deal with it. Come on, man. Come on, man. This stuff is real. And a lot of these, and let's be real, Double C, a lot of these parents, they can't deal with the children because they focused on so much other shit. They focused on what's going on outside. They focused on their girlfriends going here. Their girlfriends looking good over here. Their girlfriends eating out over here. So they think they missing something. And then they blame the children. Thank you, Cynical. I appreciate it. Double C says you need 4+ income to just be okay. Yep. Because you need 2 people just to make it. So both of y'all gonna need double incomes. So it's like 4 people being in the house. People offering themselves after losing their immediate family members. Explain says many are going to have to run to rural areas. Yep. Double C says, fact 1,000%. They're better step parents than parents. I have stories. Yep. L'Oreal says, we ain't talking about just get anyone. Disclaimer. Yes, we're not saying that. No, we're definitely not saying that. We're definitely not saying that. But the only thing worse than being by yourself is wanting to be by yourself. It's my man Big Reed. Big Reed said that. The only thing worse than being by yourself is wanting to be by yourself. God didn't design nobody to be alone. Nobody. So we got to focus as men on relationships with our family. We weren't designed to be lone wolves, fellas. Why you think everything in nature has a counterpart? Everything in nature has a counterpart. A male tree has a female tree. You see? A male dog, a female dog. Nothing in nature is designed to be alone. They're not designed to be alone. Even asexual creatures need the environment. Even asexual creatures need certain environments. They're not designed to be alone. You see? That's science. We all have a relationship to everything around us. We're supposed to understand this. So why do we have so much people trying to throw away their relationship with their family as if that's not important? That's your relationship with your family is important to your development. This is why a lot of us lack development as men. A lot of us are underdeveloped because of that broken family dynamic. A lot of us will become better friends to each other if we become cool and we rekindle family issues. A lot of you will be a better friend if you make up with your cousin. Because who you think a lot of our first friends were? My first friends were my cousins. I'm the only child. I don't have no brothers and sisters. If you grow up with siblings, then 9 times out of 10, your first friends are your siblings. I didn't grow up with siblings. So my first friends were my cousins. They were my first friends. They were my first homeboys. My cousins. These relationships, whether we believe it or not, whether we can see it or not, fellas, played into our development. Understand this. That's why when Kyle said that Ed killing his dad, that's a deep-rooted issue. We got to understand why he said this. It's a deep-rooted issue. It may have stemmed from something like an argument, because I believe they probably had a fight. They were arguing. They probably had a fight. He probably tried to fight his dad, and his dad probably put the 1-2 on him. On top of why they probably was arguing, his dad was probably saying a lot of disparaging shit that was hurtful. You know? So we got to understand how this stuff happens, man. We got to understand how this stuff happens. And we got to find this stuff to be important, fellas. See, you can't be walking around talking this big man thing. Shout out to my man Dog Soldier in the building. You can't be running around here talking about this big man thing, and you a little man to your youth. Your youth don't respect you. The youth now respect you. So you can't walk around here like a big man. Right, Dog Soldier? You can't walk around here like a big man and the youth don't respect you, man. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't talk that man shit and the youth don't respect you. Your own picnic don't respect you, man. Get from around here. That's real Brooklyn shit right there. Get from around here. You can't come around here trying to call no shots and your own children don't respect you. You can't hang around real dudes. Cause soon as you start trying to buck up and boast and pump your chest out, dudes they're gonna deflate you. They're gonna deflate you. Man run around here talking big man thing. On picnic, run around here with no shoes on him feet. Picnic running around boog upon him nose. His picnic running around calling all other man dad. This is what I'm talking about, fellas. You can't run around here talking like that. You can't talk heavy. When your son calling another man dad, you need to pipe down, homie. Pipe down. Pipe down with all that. Chill. We don't need to hear about how much money you getting. We don't care about that. Your son calling another man daddy. Pipe down, homie. You ain't the boss of nothing. Chill. Chill out. You the boss of the bums. So this is why we had to talk about this today. Because this is a sad situation. And of course, it's going to go back to little baby. Of course, they're going to highlight it because he's little baby producer. And like I said, just check out 4PF Kennels. 4PF Kennels was ran by D Bills. Selling those Frenchies. And come to find out, him and his son ran the business together. And it's sad that his son took his own dad's life, man, from an argument. But that argument was the trigger from something that has been sitting around, resonating for a long time in that young man. It goes back to what Club was saying earlier, that resentment, that anger that Zuma was talking about, that rage that Zuma was talking about. He could have been high. Like Elisino said, he could have, he could have been on them drugs, and that could have, pushed him to go and get a gun and shoot his dad. He could have been under the influence. We don't know. We don't know. Zuma says Yachty DS1 need to be a regular thing. Mount Vernon vibes. It could have been a lot of those things that you guys named, but I know for sure was some resentment there. And as we could see, it definitely was some anger. It definitely was some rage, man. And fellas, whether we believe this or not, we can't help with this stuff. We can't change this. Because in this situation, his dad is the reason for it. His dad is the reason for it, man. Because like you said, Zuma, he could have been holding back for a long time. And that was just the last straw. And that's sad, man. When you get so angry, you end up taking your own dad out, But shout out to everyone in the building, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning into today's show. Salute to everyone in the building, man. Salute, salute, salute. Shout out to all the visionaries. Shout out to all the visionaries. Shout out to everyone for coming through to today's show. Make sure y'all hit that like button and share today's show, man. Hit that like button and share today's show. Dale says, men get spiritually aligned with the Most High. Put yourself in environments to find a woman who is willing to be in alignment with that. Start building a family. Absolutely, my brother. Salute. Shout out to my brother Zuma. Appreciate that super chat, bro. He says, waiting for the IG reels for this convo, bro. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Salute to you, my brother. Shout out to everyone for coming through. Shout out to my lovely lady mods for coming through and holding down the chat. Thank you so much. Thank y'all so much. Thank you so much, Ms. L'Oreal, for holding it down today. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Make sure you do what's free. Hit that like button. Hit that share button. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what you think of today's show. Let me know what you think of today's show. Shout out to everyone who has financially supported today's show. Whether you hit the PayPal, whether you hit the Venmo, whether you just hit the super chat, I appreciate y'all, man. I appreciate y'all. We will be back. We will be back with some more content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned, man. Shout out to everyone once again. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Y'all enjoy y'all weekend. It's Mother's Day weekend, man. Y'all go and enjoy y'all mothers. Rest in peace to everyone's mom who isn't around. Rest in peace. But make sure y'all enjoy y'all mothers, man. Do something special for your mom. Show her how much you love her. Family is important now, fellas. This is why I say we gotta heal before we build too, man. We gotta heal from a lot, fellas. We gotta heal from a lot. It's not our fault, but it is our responsibility. All right? Remember that. So shout out to y'all. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers once again. Happy Mother's Day to all the upcoming mothers, all the pregnant women. Happy Mother's Day to y'all as well. And shout out to everyone in the building. I appreciate everyone for tuning into today's show. Get down in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. And I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.